to Kool-Aid Conversations. I'm Shamekia.
And I'm Tashee.
Because child, you know they be all in Kool-Aid.
And don't know the flavor.
Oof, so y'all gonna sip on these flavors with us. So we have some special guests today, Kool-Aid gang. We have DBOY in the building. Yeah. And we got RARA back up in here.
Got it.
Gotta know that. So tonight we just vibing, y'all. You know, we're gonna talk to DBOY about some of the projects that he have and that he's working on, his newest release, and you know, just things he have coming up. All right. So with that being said, wait first. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Say anything?
Yeah.
Yo, what it do? It's DBOY Can, Millersville. Everybody stand up.
Nasty dude. Straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, RARA, man. Y'all already know what's going on, Mr. GKD, man. And you gotta know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna just jump right on into it, y'all. So, Tashee.
Okay, so we're going to talk about your music.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get into that. So
music.
your latest hot single, Hear Me in Heaven.
Yes.
So tell us what it was like recording that. And we know it's been a lot of people that's been reaching out to you, being able to relate to the song.
Yeah.
So what was it like recording?
Man, it was like, I said, if I could have a conversation with my mama, like, what would I say? You know, and it was easy. I probably wrote that in probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The whole song?
Yeah. Like it was easy. Real easy. Because it was real. And everything I'm saying in it is true. You know, the guy Trey, he was a white friend of mine. We went to Atlanta and picked up some jet skis for a friend. He ain't talked to me about nothing. And when I took him home, he went straight in the house and blew his brains out. You know, that's why I say tell Trey it's okay. He didn't want to talk. He just blew his brains out. I feel like it was all my fault.
I was trying to figure out who Trey was.
I noticed how you were addressing different things.
Wow. But God is good though.
Yes.
So was it like a release for you? Like
It's like therapy.
Something you've been holding in, really.
And one of my homeboys asked me, he was like, man, how did you write that and then cry? I was like, I didn't. But one day I was on the porch, you know, one early morning before I went to work, you know, doing what I do. And I listened to it, man. I broke down. Because I listened to the words, I was like, wow,
But sometimes it be like that, like you have to hear it back.
Yeah.
You have to hear it back.
Yeah.
Like when you were writing, you was getting it out. And then you came back, listen to it.
There's a lot of people been gravitating to it too, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hear, like, you don't even see it on Facebook, I hear people, like, talk about it, like even like Bodine at times.
Oh yeah.
He got me. Like, man, I gotta be in the video.
Yeah. What he told me, he was like, he don't care if it's in Mars, you know, let him know he gonna be in the video. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna make that happen.
You got a video coming though, right?
Yeah. We're about to start working on it. Yeah. Actually got some people making up a little like line dance type thing to it.
What?
And my niece told me, she like, how you? Yeah, that's what my niece said, and see, you have to listen to the beat. My niece was like, how you gonna make up a line dance?
I like it.
Yeah. So it's gonna work. They're gonna have the dance. They're gonna have the dance.
You got that vision for us. You gonna do it. You gonna make it
work. And a lot of that because I know if my mom was here, like she would love that because she used to model. You know, that's why I said, you know, I bet you model up there because you was so good looking. You know?
They're right.
And you know, raised with 4 girls, I'm the only boy, so you know.
Yeah. I love it, like, because music is very therapeutic. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like a lot of people are gravitating towards it because in the black community, we don't really seek therapy.
Yeah.
We carry a lot of grief, a lot of pain, and it can be something as simple as a song, like release that, and just help people get that out. You know,
like I was grilling in the yard one day and a dude stopped by, man, with tears in his eyes, just thanking me for making that song, you know. So I was like, dang, you know, I never thought I'd make a song, you know, that somebody,
they help people.
Because they just holding it. They just holding it.
And a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people don't speak on it.
They don't speak on it, they just hold it.
And he finally let something out that he been holding because you look before that, and a lot of his statuses in the morning time, he gonna be talking about his mama a lot. You see what I'm saying? Just, if you ever go back and just look at it, he gonna talk about his mama a lot. And I ain't lost the mama, but I'm always heartened because I know he come from a good place and a real place with it. You see what I'm saying?
She taught me a lot. You know, that's why I can cook the way I do. You know, my mama.
See, and that's another thing too. I want to just touch on just talking about that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of black men hold a lot because, you know, black men are taught not to cry, not show emotion, not to do that. And so for you to put something out like that to show people it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. And it probably made it easier for them to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know.
Man, I don't mind. My wife will tell you, man, like, shit, I have to cry because I take on so much, you know, a lot of responsibility because of my heart. You know what I'm saying?
And just to let the people know out there, man, like it ain't bad, it ain't nothing wrong with a man crying. For real.
It's a release. It's like tears are cleansing your soul, like washing your soul.
And I can fight too now, so
I'm gonna try you. I'm gonna try you like what you telling me.
Fight too now. Yeah. But it's just, you know, I miss my mom because I do a lot. And a lot of things that I'm doing now, she told me I would be doing. You know, so that's why, you know, I told her, you know, like, you told me I'd be a preacher. I'm not a preacher, but I'm preaching in the streets.
The word is free.
Come on now.
Amen.
If you don't mind me asking, how old were you when she passed?
Oh man, how old was I? Mom, she died in 2010. And a year later, my sister died on the same day, same cancer. You know, so she died in a year later on the same day my mom died.
That's just the check. Okay, R.I.P. the check too,
same
man.
cancer, R.I.P. And there's so many names that I didn't name on there, you know, because, you know, knowing a bunch of people, you know, there's life, you know, a lot of people gonna, you know, pass away, but there's a lot of people that I left out. That's why I said, song we lost in the hood, let them taste your cooking. I bet you model up there, you was so good
looking.
That's how you turn pain into power.
Oh yeah, it is.
And also minister to other people.
No doubt.
I love it.
Other people's situation where they going through that don't speak on it.
Don't speak on it. We hold a lot in the black community. And I will say, even though we be talking about you black men, I love y'all. Y'all do be holding a lot. Y'all hold a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. You losing your daughter. You know, that's something that, you know, I lost a lot of people, but like losing a child, like, you know, so.
It was rough.
I can't
losing her mama 10 months before that.
Yeah. So that song for people like us.
Yeah, it helped me. It helped me. Just hearing it.
Thank you.
He had like, remember I hit you that day?
I think it's like the new Dear Mama. A little bit. You know what I'm saying?
In that form. It's in that form.
But his Tupac mom was living when he wrote that. You know, mine gone.
Yeah, that was real. So that was real pain that came out of that.
I would say like poetry, rapping, singing, writing, all of that is therapeutic because you put pen to paper and you're getting it out. You know, some people express it through poetry, some through rap, some through song. But either way, it's therapeutic. Therapeutic.
He put a good masterpiece together with it.
Oh, I love it.
It's like he put the pieces in the right place with the right hook and the pieces in the right place. It was perfect. It was perfect.
No doubt. You know, it's a true story. That song really can be a movie. You know, my homeboy Tom Tom, when I say he's long gone, but he ain't forgotten. Like, I say it's a cold world out there. Keep my hands in my pocket. Like they shot him in the head a few times and cut his fingertips off. That's why I say it's a cold world out there.
You know, throw him in like buy the trash can and get the trash can.
Throw him in the trash can on Maribel.
From the counter.
Yeah, he was like everywhere I went, like people thought we was twins, but we wasn't related.
I would actually lock up one of his killers too, man.
Really?
Yeah. And get what? I ain't gonna lie to you. He ended up being a real good dude, man.
Really? And it's sad, man, because it don't take but 3 seconds to mess up.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you gotta think. That's why you gotta think, like every second you gotta think.
But okay, so with that being said, I want to just tell you two black kings, I love the positivity y'all spread on social media when y'all seeing that, because you know y'all came up in it and y'all coming back and y'all letting like the younger generation know like it's better out there. I love it.
And you know, I appreciate you for loving that, and I've been kind of talking to DBOY a few minutes ago about this. And I'm glad you said that, because I don't know if y'all believe it or not, but it's a few people out there that don't like that movement. You know what? And that's crazy, like, because people are so stuck and watch the same and so stuck in drama and problems and situations that when a person, when we come out and speak on it and change stuff, people don't like that.
So look, with change comes resistance. Remember that. And so I had to remember this when I was doing counseling in the prison system, right? Sometimes it's not for me to see the change. You know, it may not be for you to see the change or you to see change. It's for you to plant the seed.
Keep planting.
Keep planting seeds, and then I promise you, somewhere down the line, that person might run into a situation and be like, I remember when DBOY said this. I remember when RARA said this. So sometimes it's for you to plant a seed and somebody else can come through water.
Most definitely.
So just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing it.
I appreciate them words though.
Because it's going to touch somebody.
Yeah, most definitely.
And like I tell people, like, you know, I might not be able to touch everybody or save everybody, but if I can touch one person. But imagine this, you touch one person, you touch that person. You just touch, if they have children, their children. They have a spouse, their spouse. Parents, their parents. So just touching one person is a ripple effect.
That sounds like Jesus Christ. You're going out of there one, leaving the 99 over there. If I can just say this one.
But listen though, it's true. Like, I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. You know what I'm saying?
I am.
So,
I
do believe Jesus was a master teacher. He was spiritual. So what it's saying is true. If you can touch one person, don't ever get discouraged and think, oh, out of 20 people, I want to reach one person. That one person, you just say the whole family.
That's right.
Just say the whole family. So I love it. Keep it up.
That's a good talking right now.
I see what you're right.
Kool-Aid conversations. Most definitely.
Therapy session.
It is.
Therapist.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any other projects that you're working on, or anybody else that you're collaborating with?
Yeah, man. It's in the works for me and Mike Clark to do something. You know, Snap, my homeboy, hooking it up. My cousin Jay Hart. You know, we gonna do some bedroom music.
Okay.
That sounds like they're gonna get around too. But I know you're gonna get in on that.
But you know, I also, you know, got a song and video out with Project Pack, Fabo.
Okay.
You know, got a song and video out with him. Song with Princess from Crime Up. Remember y'all used to play that back when.
You sent me that.
Nappy Roots. Yeah.
Love Nappy Roots.
Joe the Breeze. You know, I got a song.
Love Joe the Breeze. Yeah.
Okay, Bree.
But I'm working.
You put in that work.
Yeah, and I just enjoy doing it. You know, it's fun. It's fun.
That's the thing. You have to find something you're passionate about or something you love doing. Like, for real.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, playing like both parts, the businessman and the entertainer. It's a blessing.
That's right, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. I think I could be a rapper.
You definitely can be a rapper.
I could be a rapper.
You gotta put the pen to the paper.
She put the pen to the paper.
And put your pain on there.
Like she just said.
I can put anything.
She
Pain, joy.
That's right. But that pain, it just. That joy do it too.
So I say this, like, I used to like write poetry.
Okay.
Oh, you can rap then.
Yeah.
I can't for real though.
That's where a lot of the millionaire rappers come from.
Yeah.
Poetry, a lot of good.
But that's why I'm saying it's kind of all the same when you put pen to paper.
Yeah.
It's just the way you express it, whether it's through poetry, rap, singing.
Right.
It's all the same.
And
but
being
it's all
on beat or off beat, because a lot of people right now don't be on beat. You know, that drill music type stuff. So you can do drill music.
Music.
Yeah, you can do drill.
So listen, so let me ask you, because you've been in the game a long time, this just made me think about something. What you think about new age rap?
Who?
New age rap.
Oh, like
The mumble rap. You don't want to say it. You don't want to say it. You ain't got to say it if you want to.
You know, it's like this. If it's working for you, you know, then that's cool.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm old school, like 8 Ball, MJG.
Come on.
You know, Rick Ross.
Come on.
You know, I like Kendrick
UGK, right?
Outkast, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though. I like a couple of the new ones, not all.
I like some of them.
I ain't gonna lie, I love Lil Durk.
You do?
Yeah, I love Lil Durk. I feel like
Little baby.
it's not like Lil Durk. He keep it in. He keep it in the street.
Lil Baby or Wayne.
Well, you know, Wayne the GOAT.
Yeah.
Wayne wanted to go.
No, so the kids saying, Lil Baby
for era.
No, they saying Lil Baby the new Wayne, and
I don't know about that.
Lil Baby can't clean Wayne's shoes in the rap game. And he
Wait, so Kool Gang, what y'all think? Who y'all got? Lil Baby or Lil Wayne?
Well, Wayne.
I got Lil Wayne.
And we talking to the young crowd.
Right. They love Lil Baby.
They love Lil
I like Lil Baby.
I like Lil Baby too, but he ain't between him and Wayne.
Yeah, I like both of them.
Yeah.
But Wayne just, you got on Wayne for what he done did. Wayne done did too much.
Yeah.
I need to decide who the best between Wayne and T.I.
Yeah, I knew you might say that.
And T.I. was so good, but it's like Wayne would never run out of gas.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Wayne, I got to give it to Wayne, even though I love the tip. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tip still good.
I put Wayne in the bracket with Jay-Z
His son.
and Eminem.
Y'all ever heard his son?
Yeah.
Tip's son.
Oh, I love him.
One of the oldest.
And he rap about real stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
He rap more like Lupe Fiasco or somebody like that. He rap like on that form. He good though.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with his little son though. That man lost his mind. What is that, King?
King.
They got that King crazy, boy.
Oh, his name the money, the one who.
Yeah, the money. Yeah.
Okay, so that made me think about another question then. Since we talking about it, how do you stay grounded and humble with the success you have had and all of the things you're working on?
Knowing that any second God can take it away.
Humble you.
You know, like when we was at the show with Quake and Jay Harden a couple of weeks ago, this girl came up to me and she was like, I listen to your music all the time. She was like, me and my mom love you. She was like, my mom mad she can't come here and she know I'm gonna meet you. You know, so that's why I do it for people like that. Somebody that I don't even know that's telling me that they love what I'm doing, love my music.
You keep like the vision in front of you. Like you don't lose sight of why you do this.
No, I don't.
Because some people do lose sight and they get big headed and for the money.
But so I'm guessing, knowing he know his purpose.
Right. Your purpose. I like that.
Yeah, he know his purpose. Like God already he done wrote his story.
Yeah.
And it ain't like he enjoy life.
Yeah.
But he ain't put here to just serve D-Boy and his wife. Like they, and don't get me wrong now, let me give his wife the credit too now. Because
That's right.
And the reason why I say that because I look at Obama and Michelle, and we know Obama ain't just did this. We know this come from somewhere. That smart lady that's behind it.
Wait. So I like to say this, right? The man is the head, but the woman is the neck.
Yeah.
Like that neck.
Well, I say the man is the head and the woman the rest of the body. You know,
Okay, I like that. I like that. That's giving a lot too. I like that.
You're talking about what, 21 years.
Love it.
Hey man, congratulations.
Yeah, like I say it all the time, like I wouldn't leave it for Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. We've been
what for? They're right. Amen.
Yeah, just staying humble though. Like I was in Jet Food Store one day, and you know I own a fencing company too. So a guy I ain't seen in a long time, he was on the phone with his cousin Sean. He was like, man, D-Boy right here, man. What's up, D-Boy, man? We appreciate everything. He's just in the store like he's just a normal person. I'm looking at him like, I am. What you mean? I got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that because I constantly do stuff. So, you know, and people don't really see me like that, so they don't know what I'm in Alabama, Alaska, or whatever. But when I do see them people and they tell me that, you know, it makes me feel good.
A lot of them know your work.
Yeah, and I don't, because I just feel like, you know, I'm supposed to do this stuff.
It's not, I feel like it's not that you don't know your worth, you're just humble. You know, you know what you're called to do, and whenever you're operating in your highest potential, you know, you just doing what feels natural. So it's not that you don't know your worth.
Yeah, and it feels good.
You know, since the beginning of the time though, it's just certain people, it ain't everybody. It's just certain people was put here to serve the people. Like whether it's your word and or whatever you do that, and that's why the Creator keeps you going because he knows your purpose.
Yeah.
You feel that's your whole. That's the reason when you. That's why they even put you here just to do it. I was talking to somebody today, and I've been the type of guy that's still striving to make things happen as I go. You know what I mean? And I don't do a lot of complaining, but it's like God always put me in a position to help people. No matter what length the help is, but he'll put me to be able to help. So I don't mind doing it. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be like, hey man, I need to start saying no. And I think about all the times I call DBOY by the end of something, and get what? I ain't gonna lie to you. He never tell me no. He never say, and I ain't like.
I feel like you can't escape your calling.
You can't.
Like whatever it is. Like, you know, I feel like everyone has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Just some people are not operating in it because they're disconnected. I used to tell people all the time, it's like having an iron, right? It works. All irons work, but it's not until you plug into the source that it's able to get hot and do what it's supposed to do.
You pulling out your cancer.
Yeah, you can grab it.
Work that as you say you do now. You pulling out that therapy work now.
So you just got some people just cold iron sitting around who ain't plugged in, and you got some people who know what the source is. They plug in.
But let's let them know. You gotta be plugged in.
Gotta plug in.
I like the way you said it. You gotta plug in. Whatever level you at, whatever form you at, plug in.
Yeah.
Plug in, people. What you got?
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. She got it in her notes.
Everybody want that passcode?
You got
Okay, so what advice would you give anybody that's trying to get into the rap game?
Oh man, just keep going. Like don't stop. Like, excuse me, man, I used to go to the clubs, man, back when I first started, and I used to pay the DJs, you know what I'm saying, to play my song. So whatever you gotta do, you know, you gotta do it. You know, you gotta grind. You gotta grind, because, you know, back then, you know, you had CDs, you know, you can give out CDs. Now everything is like digital, you know, so, you know, just keep going.
That had to be
hard
work. That was hard work, baby.
Man, I wasn't never.
Run the CD.
You really got, I gotta get a certain amount, and you got to go post up, and you got to go everywhere.
Man.
But y'all wanna know why you tell like people you cannot despise humble beginnings.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't despise humble
like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But you know, we came from nothing. But I remember when I first signed with Nappy Roots, like we had CDs, you know, and they would like tell us to get out at stores and stuff, you know, and sell them. And I don't know, I just went in tight to just ask nobody, you know, my CD. You know, I want,
Shout out to Nappy Roots too.
Yeah, Fish Scale.
Straight up, man. Fish Scale, one of our own,
my brothers. They're my brothers. But you know, man, just keep going. Don't give up. Have fun. Have fun. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about your humanitarian work. You do a lot in the community.
Yeah, I love my city.
Yeah.
I love my city, man.
You do a lot and give back a lot.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what drives and motivates you to just be so giving and to just do what you do.
I thank God. And another thing, like back in 2016 when they was doing all the drive-by shootings, like 7 or 8 a day. You know what I'm saying? I did a thing called DBOY Speaks, and I started making T-shirts, pullovers, and just giving them out to everybody for free because I wanted to spread the word. So that's how the DBOY Speaks got out. And I also spoke on everything else like cancer, bullying, gang violence, lupus, just a lot of things. Find the cure. Yeah.
Things that harm people.
Yeah.
Things that.
And even went to the school and talked to the kids about bullying and gang violence. And I also talked to them about God. And I did it for free, but when I left, the principal called me to the side and said she wanted to pay me because I can talk about God, but they can't. So she appreciate me talking, you know, about God and to the kids.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
They did take that out of the schools.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
I think it's good. I've always said, like, especially after working in the prison system and seeing so many of our black men in there. And like, you know, Brady was saying, a lot of them are not bad guys at all. They just had unfortunate situations.
Bad
That's it. And so and I say, like, mentorship is important in our community. You know, so like that's why I love the positivity y'all spreading, because that is a form of mentorship to give back and to show the younger generation, you know, that's a different way. You know, so you going to the schools and talking to the kids and stuff, and they see that, but because let's be real, like a lot of the young guys in our community, they're only going to relate to those who they seen come up in the community. You know, I don't feel like an outsider can come in and be like,
I think that's why I get a lot of respect from like all hoods around here, no matter what side of town. You know, I can go and converse with them because you know they know I used to be like them. You know, but you can change.
You can change.
But you can't come telling me like, hey, you can be anything you want to be, but I came from a 2-parent household and rich family, you know. But if I know you came from the same circumstances,
it'll be hard to do that if you just.
And let me say this though, like that you said that, like my dad wasn't in my life, you know, but I made sure, like when I had kids, that I was in their life. Seeing 2 off to college and all 3 graduated. You know, 1 working for me, you know, 1 boxing. Finna start driving trucks and 1 all in the state.
That's what we call breaking generations.
And they good kids.
They good kids.
Breaking generational curses.
They spoil.
But they got good hearts. And when you see them, they got good energy. They got good energy.
I love it. I want to commend you. Love it.
Thank you. Love your kids. And I said this before, guys. Just because you pay child support and think you don't support your kids, like, nah, that's wrong. You know, your kids really have nothing to do with that. You know, they didn't have to be here. You know, so DBOY speak on that, man. Like, spend time with your kids. It don't matter.
Easy.
You know, because you pay child support, man.
Tashee.
You know.
I'm laughing, but it's a fact, though.
Tashee ain't clocking that T. I finally learned about the T from the pastor, Michael Parker. I appreciate that. So I see Tashee.
And let me tell you this though, man. I say that to say this because 2 of my kids, like the whole time, like you know, they about staying with me, and I was still paying child support for them.
Even though they stayed with you.
Even though you know, still
you were being that
treating them just like that. Because I know how I feel not to have.
That would have ran me crazy.
But I say this. You can't buy time. You can't buy time. So just because you're providing financially, it's nothing like that time, your presence, your guidance. Like you can't buy it.
Let me tell the young gangsters something about that.
Tell them, girl.
I don't know what y'all doing or what y'all trying to do, man, but you gotta take care of them kids.
Please.
You gotta love them kids, man. You ain't a friend of mine. You ain't a homie. You ain't cool. You ain't this. You ain't that. If you ain't taking care of them kids, man, you ain't got nothing going, man. For real, and shouldn't nobody have nothing for you. Cause you ain't got nothing for your kids. Take care of your kids, man.
I know that.
Yeah, I'm talking. Even if it ain't just spending money, spend time, man. Take care of them kids, man. They precious, they deserve it, man.
I love y'all for getting on here speaking wisdom back into the community. I love it. I love it. Love it. You know, you never know who is looking and listening and looking up to you. All right, so I want to also ask you, out of all of the community work you do, what do you hold most dearest to your heart?
The special need prom.
I figured.
I like that, man. That's major, man.
I love it. And like seeing like this last pastime, like they came off from Alabama.
Oh, wow. Really? Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was like that big.
That's big. And this year we're doing like a 2-day event. The first day gonna be like a special needs Olympics. Then the next day gonna be the prom.
And shout out to the parents of the special needs too, man. Shout out to DBOY, man, for y'all even collaborating and making that happen, man. That's big, man. Shout out to the special needs.
Like, man, what was it, year before last, guy came in there like in the hospital bed with the tuxedo on.
Oh.
So when I seen him, I automatically stopped everything I was doing and went over there and make sure he was good with everything.
Nice.
So just saying that was like,
because you know what, people don't really understand how much responsibility, how much work it really takes when you're caring for, being a caregiver, right? And you're parenting a special needs child.
And not to mention why that's going on, and you get like 50 other calls on everybody else that ain't special needs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I can only imagine.
Right. And so, you know, I really love and commend you for giving them that space.
Oh yeah.
You know, that space of normancy.
Yeah, that's right, because they looking at some that's just like them. And parents get to talk with each other, you know, and give each other strength, you know. And we made sure this last year that everybody left out with a gift, like parents, kids.
Have y'all ever watched it though with the special need prom thing?
I have.
It always be a good vibe, and it always seem like happiness and a lot of love.
And let me tell you what I love to see. I love to see like the following year. Like you see some of the same come back. And then I love
and DBOY never leave that responsibility for nobody else.
Yeah.
He gonna make sure we're gonna make sure that
and just to see the joy in their parents, you know, to see them getting ready for prom, to see them getting ready for the I love it.
And it's like we lose one every year. You know, it'd be rough. Like,
see, that's the part people don't even know. See, I ain't even know that right now.
This last event, this one, we had like pictures up, baby.
The one.
That we lost. Days, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
See, and that's why I say,
see, people don't even see.
People don't know what these parents go through, like, you know, with their children, parenting them, caring for them, you know. It's a lot. And
they deserve the same chance that people get. They deserve that chance.
Same experiences, like the prom, and the special needs Olympics.
And a lot of parents, like, y'all need to educate y'all kids on special needs, you know, because they look upon different, you know, when they shouldn't be. They should be loved, you know. So educate your kids on, you know, treating them like with extra respect.
Because it ain't nothing they did when they actually caused.
God planned. God put them here to show us like this could be you. So be happy that it's not and help them also.
Most definitely.
I love it. Yeah, I do too.
And send the flowers. Send the flowers, man. That's all.
I love it.
And the thing about it is real though, you know, this ain't count for YouTube or nothing, you know, it just.
It's right.
But if we had the cameras on, you would say, if we had the cameras on, you would say the same exact thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I know he would say the same exact thing.
It's just the fact that you took it upon yourself, like, to do it, like, year after year.
And it's fun, and I perform too, like every year I perform for them. I got a song called Giving Back to My Block. And I perform for them every year. And I got a niece that's special need, and I just put the mic to her, Leah, and she just go for it.
I seen her on there a couple times. Leah Kenny.
That's my niece. She the reason why I started it.
But that's one reason I say music is therapeutic, because you know, a lot of special needs kids, you know, they love music, like they love it. Some of them steal off of it, like they love music, and so just to do that for them, I want to thank you and me.
I want to thank y'all. Welcome, y'all welcome. Thank y'all.
Most definitely, man.
Thank y'all for acknowledging it.
Most definitely.
And just the fact you do it just off the strength, like it's just your character.
And
you know what he's doing? He's storing up treasures.
And
I don't want to get too religious now, because I get this.
Do you, RARA?
He's storing up treasures in heaven right now. You know what I mean?
No, he's storing up treasures on earth. That's
on earth and in heaven.
Amen.
Well, we gonna start that.
No, I'm just saying you ain't always gotta wait till you get to heaven.
No, you ain't gotta wait.
Some people might look at him and might be like, you know, why he got so much motion and why he got to go on. But at the same time, you gotta look at like the seeds he's planting here. You plant those seeds on earth.
But you know when you God chosen one, The battle that's ahead of you, he tell you don't worry about it. Go ahead and tell that battle because I'm already gonna fight it for you.
No, but get what?
So
listen, if you know your Bible, you're gonna be equipped with the armor of God.
Okay. Chest plates and all right.
Your enemy's gonna fall at your right.
And 10,000 fall at you.
Come on!
They'll come near you.
But can't touch.
Okay. Amen. That song, just to let y'all know that song.
Even though
and I know, I'm not religious, but I know it.
Hey, even though we preaching with a corona right there, y'all.
Jesus turned water into wine. Jesus turned water into wine. Block it out.
Jesus take the wheel.
Jesus turned water into wine.
I love the way we can have fun.
Blur it out.
I love the way we can talk to the people and have fun.
But that's what it's all about. Being able to be relatable. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to be holier than thou where people can't relate to you. Right. You don't want to ever be so much, famous and over here where people can't reach you. You know, we're all about people reach. All right, so y'all, we've had some great conversation. We've gave some therapy to the community. We want to thank our guest for being on. We have DBOY. Y'all make sure y'all check out his latest single. All right, and we have RARA on again, and we thank you. Mr. Gotta know that.
Nasty dude and the Kool-Aid.
And the Kool-Aid. And the Kool-Aid, y'all.
Conversation. And the Kool-Aid conversation.
So y'all make sure y'all get in the comments. Let us know what you think about everything we talked about. You know, let us know what you think about, DBOY's latest single, the projects we have going on, the community services he do. Let us know. Come in.
Give me your flowers now. Yes. Don't wait till the end.
Don't wait till the end.
Exactly.
Now.
Thank y'all.
We appreciate you. We love you, Kool-Aid gang.
Kool-Aid Conversations.